Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time. So strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's doing okay. What's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast coming to you live and direct, man. And this morning, man, we're going to talk a little Major League Baseball awards that's coming up. We were supposed to talk about it on Thursday, but we didn't get an opportunity. So we're going to talk about that today. Hey, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, did you watch? We'll see. Netflix didn't let us watch because they kept spinning. Jon Jones, what is in my Clyde voice, what a devastating kick and knocked dude out last night. So we're going to talk about that, man. We ain't going to be on it long, but we just want to indulge you here on this Sunday morning before football starts, man. But let's meet the crew. DA, what's up, brother? Excuse me, screen. We're having some technical difficulties with the screen. We're not just out here being nilly-willy. We are working on that.
What we do.
Yes. Go ahead, DA.
It's not what we do. I apologize, everyone. Thank you for coming. And check us out. Checking us out on a Sunday morning. To hear our rants, raves, and thoughts this morning. So thank you.
Yep, thank you. We got D-Dubs, Mr. Boxing himself. Boy, was he. He got the Ravens hat on today. Yeah. Shout out to the Ravens. Shout out to Brooklyn FC, man. Shout out to my main man Matt Rosetta, man, who came on a couple weeks ago.
Shout out to the sports.
Yeah, definitely to the Chasers all day long.
Just make sure you grab our merchandise on our website. Oh, I meant to say this. Make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure when you see the bell, hit the notification and subscribe to that. Also on the podcast side, you give us that 5-star review. 5-star review. 5 on it, man. So do that for us, man. So cop our merchandise. We got some exciting things coming up in 2025, man. This year has flew by, but we're enjoying the ride. I'm enjoying the ride. The fellas enjoying the ride, and we're looking forward to covering some more sports, doing some live sports, man. So we'll have some peak previews into what we're gonna do. But hey, let's talk about Major League Baseball and its awards, and then we'll talk about the gladiator sports here. So me and DA, we was going to bring this up, but we didn't have opportunity on Thursday. We ran out of time, man. We try to keep it at 90 minutes on Thursday nights and on Mondays also. But hey, let's jump right into it. We got the finalists for the Major League Baseball Awards. The American League, you got let me just start the MVP. Let me just start American League. You got the finalists are Aaron Judge. You got Juan Soto, another Yankee. You got Bobby Witt Jr. plays for the Royals. And let me just put the National League. You got Francisco Lindor. And then you got Ketel Martin for the Diamondbacks. And I'll give you his stats. And then you got Shohei Ohtani. Those are the 3 finalists. DA, take it away. Who you got? What are you talking about here?
Okay, so what we have to do as fans is first separate that this is a regular season award. It is not a postseason award. But I still would take Bobby Witt Jr. because his impact to the team was more valuable than the impact to the team of Soto or Judge individually. And that's not taken away from 2 great seasons from both of these men. Played very well. During the season, they hit very well. Hit for average, both. Like they both, I think we're over 300 for the whole year. Hit for power. But I think Bobby Witt's contribution to his team and roster, getting them as far as he got them, or get that team getting as far as it got, I think he probably is, if we're going to use the real term of valuable, he was the most valuable to his team, in my humble opinion. And in the National League, this is a hard one, right?
Yeah, I'm
Because
about to say, go ahead.
Cattell, right, Marte, the D-backs went nowhere. They did nothing. Now Lindor, on the other hand, at the end of the season, he had about
On
2 week
fire.
span where he was on fire, and remember, because the Mets were teetering on being outside, of the playoffs, and I think he had a week or two at the end of the year that he essentially by himself, he's like, yo, listen, you guys get on base in front of me, and I'm gonna bring you home. Don't worry, and he did that. So, and Shohei, man, it's kind of hard to make it do the MVP with that. And I'm not knocking his paper because I want to seem like I'm against what our partner Ryan said. This dude is special, right? For real. Like he's a special player, has a special talent. Now, just a sidebar on the side note, I don't know how much of those two talents we'll see, but we know that he can rake, right? Because he had to have shoulder surgery, so I'm not sure what his pitching is going to be or if he's even going to pitch this year. But yeah, I would go with Francisco Lindor on the National League side.
I was going to say the same thing before because of the fact that he, Lindor plays all the time and Shohei Ohtani is only at the bat. And now we had this before, right? With I believe Edgar Martinez in 94, 95, I believe. I'll have to look it up again. But Ohtani is he's a great, but he just DH this year. Now, had he pitched and he was phenomenal, yeah, let him get it. If I had a vote, I know some people disagree because they're Dodger homers or whatever. Go back and look at 1994. Don't be clobbered by history. How can I say? What's that word? History that's just not revisionist history. Just now history. I'll find a word for
revisionist.
it.
Yeah, it's
revisionist.
recency bias.
Yeah, recency bias. That's what the word I was looking for. And Shohei Ohtani, he did all this. Yeah, he did all that, but he only played part time. He only DH. He only came to bat. Did his thing.
He wasn't the first one to do it.
Yeah,
he's not the first one to do it.
Yeah, so
Edgar wasn't a power hitter,
right?
I think Edgar might have got on bat 4 out of 10 times. He might have got a hit. So, because I know he flirted with 400, but dudes were like, "Yo, you only play DH." You know what I mean? So, I know he flirted with 400 a few times in his career, but he was a professional hitter, and so was Ohtani. But like you said, Kev, I'm with you 110%, man. You just DH.
Yeah, so it looks like he did. No, Edgar Martinez did not win the AL Most Valuable Player award, but he did finish third in voting in 1995. Martinez was a 5-time winner of the outstanding. Check this out. Was the 5-time winner of the Outstanding Designated Hitter Award, and was included in the Mariners Hall of Fame in 2007. He played his entire 18-year career with the Seattle Mariners from 1987 to 2004. Some of his other accomplishments include 2 batting titles, 7 All-Star selections, a 312 batting average, 309 home runs, and 1,261 RBI. So I stand to be corrected because I remember that absolutely was a point of contention. It was like, yeah, Martinez is hitting great, but he doesn't play the field.
Yeah, so it can't be. I guess, like you said, can't be a MVP if you're not playing.
Yeah,
both sides. And you're right. I think that's you guys. I guess you guys agree with that, right? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I ain't got a problem with that. You only come to work one day out the week. Motherfucker, you can't be employee of the month, right? You only work Thursdays. What are you talking about? Yeah. Hey, I should be. Hey, on Thursday, my mail run is done. You only here one day.
One day out the week. Yeah, that's crazy.
No.
But I think people will absolutely be if Ohtani doesn't win, and that's okay, and that's fine. They'll be all right. But you got to be the full-time cat. So, whatever.
Yeah.
D, what you got? Go ahead.
I agree with D. Let me start with the American League with Bobby Witt Jr. Yeah, I'm okay with that over judging Soto. To me, man, it's when you got those powerhouses on that team, it's kind of hard to say, hey, you carried that team, you was the most valuable player, unless one of them don't show up. So to me, and carry the team. Bobby Wood Jr. On the other hand, I mean, that Royals team was, second place, 86 and 76. Good record, made the playoffs. Matter of fact, yeah, clinch a wild card, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with Bobby Wood Jr. He what did he do last year? Last year he was 20. He had he had a great season
I'll
last
read it.
year.
He had last year was
30 home runs
636 at bats,
Uh-huh.
211 hits, 32
Mhm.
home runs, batting average of 332, scored 125 runs, 109 RBIs, and 31 stolen bases.
Yeah, this is this year.
That's
I
this
mean,
season, right?
yeah, he got that was from he got way better from last year. So, uh, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I think Kansas City got a, he's good to go, and I think he should, get that MVP for this year for the work he did. Now, as far as and I agree. Now, as far as with this National League, I'm probably want to give it to Francisco Lindor. I know, people gonna jump out the window, and I'm like, with D, yo, you and you, Kev, you only play.
Yeah.
he only play on what Thursdays.
Yeah.
I mean, what a you got this juggernaut team behind you, man. I mean, come on, man. That's just me. That's just my personal. I'm like, it's kind of hard for me to give you a MVP when that team is so loaded like that. I don't.
And just for records here, Lindor 618 at bats, 169 hits, 33 home runs, batting average of 273, scored 107 runs, 91 RBIs, and 29 stolen bases. The Shohei thing is going to be that 50-50 thing. That 50 home runs, 50
Okay. Well,
stolen bases.
he'll win
that.
He'll win the most outstanding designated hitter award and keep it moving.
Yeah, but he's not the most valuable player. Nah,
I'm not mad at you, Kev. I'm not mad. I'm just
yeah,
giving the stats, brother.
the most valuable player. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that would look nice if he was on. Let me see what team.
Oh,
Let me get
boy.
it.
No, I think if he would have just not played DH on the Dodgers and he played left field, right field, or whatever, I think he would have been right up there to get the award. So he didn't play every day.
Yeah.
Well, he played every day, but you know what I mean. Well, he didn't play the field, so he only did one half.
If he would have played for the Chicago White Sox, I would have. Yeah.
The White Sox need him to do everything. So
yeah, including sell the hot dogs in the stands.
yeah, I understand.
All right, so if he was on, let me
sweep
get
seeds
another.
out the dugout.
Let me see another team. Maybe if he was on the Mariners, I would say yeah. But
I don't know, dog.
These are just our opinions and musings of the topic, and
Yes, that's it.
The next award, sir, Kevin.
Nothing more, nothing less, and they won't be announced until next Thursday. All right, we got the National Cy Young. You got the finalists. You got Chris Sale. Sale enjoyed a renaissance in his age 35 season, leading the majors with 18 wins and 200 and an ERA of 2.38. He also led the NL with 225 strikeouts to claim the pitching triple crown in the senior circuit while walking only 39 over 177 and 2/3 innings for Atlanta. He also led MLB with a 2.09 FIP and a 174 ERA, plus putting him in a strong position to win his first Cy Young Award after finishing among the top 5 in balloting 6 times. And then you got Paul Skeens, Pirates right-handed pitcher. Skeens managed not only to live up to the hype as one of the most anticipated pitching prospects in recent memory, he exceeded it. The flame-throwing right-hander who developed his own signature pitch, a splinker, went 11-2 with a 1.96 ERA over 23 starts after making his MLB debut on May 11th. Though he only pitched 133 innings, he set a Pirates rookie record with 170 strikeouts, became the first rookie pitcher to start the All-Star game in 29 years. And then you have Zach Wheeler, the Phillies right-handed pitcher, ex-Mets right-handed pitcher also. A perennial Cy Young Award candidate, Wheeler turned the finest season of his career in 2024 postseason, a career best 2.57 ERA, and leading the NL with a whip of 0.96. He hit the 200 inning mark for the second time, finishing right at 200 and earned his second All-Star selection. Wheeler is looking for his first Cy Young Award after finishing second in the National League balloting in 2021. And then we'll go to the American League. We got Emmanuel Clase, the right-handed pitcher and he's the reliever for the Guardians. It's rare to see a reliever named a finalist for the Cy Young Award. Francisco Rodriguez was the last in 2008 with the Angels, given the significantly lower numbers in his pitch. A relief pitcher has to be overpowering, utterly dominant to garner consideration for the ultimate pitcher honor, but Clase definitely meets that criteria for his work for this past when the ERA was microscopic at 0.61, and he saved an AL high 47 games for Cleveland. Clase was definitely a bad man. What'd you say?
I said he was automatic when he came. Well, it was close to automatic as you could get when he came.
Yeah, yeah. Now, like I said, like DA when he pointed out, do not look at the playoffs. The playoffs are not included in this. Some of y'all say, "Oh, look what he happened with the Yankees." Do not. It's a regular season award.
Regular season.
Seth Lugo, right-handed pitcher for the Royals, and his age 34 campaign, Lugo had his best season as a full-time starter, pitching to an even 3.0 ERA and a 1.09 whip over a career high 206 2/3 innings for Kansas City. He played a key role in the Royals' surprise postseason run. The spin savant had a fastball run value in the 94th percentile and a breakable run value in the 99th percent among qualified pitchers, according to StatCast. So all you nerds out there, hopefully that made your Sunday morning. And then you had Tariq Skubal with the Tigers. And this guy was a bad dude too. Skubal had the breakout year many saw coming, winning the AL Triple Crown for pitching by leading the league in wins. He had 18 ERA at 2.39 and strikeouts for 228, which also led MLB. He was a huge reason the Tigers reached the postseason for the first time in 10 years with a fastball that regularly topped 100 miles per hour, completed by a secondary repertoire that includes a changeup, slider, and knuckle curve. The 27-year-old had a 30.3% strikeout rate and walked only 4.6% of the batters he faced. That's also for you nerds. So, Dave, take it away. What you got for the Cy Young?
And First and foremost, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
There was a point in time this season where the Tigers were talking about trading Skubal. That's first and foremost. That's funny, right?
Skubal.
When Kevin and I first talked about this last week, I was going with Skeen as the Cy Young, but I'm going to go with Sale because the Triple Crown is big to me, and a lot of people don't do it. It's very hard to do, to lead in all three categories. So I definitely would have to go with Lugo because I think he won the Triple Crown in the American League. Well, and Sale for my two. Yeah, and because the reliever thing is kind of weird to me because I'm like, his numbers are superior. Clase, his numbers are superior without doubt. But I try to go back to Mariano and say, how many did Mariano get? And I know he was shut him down. Like there were years where when he came in the game, the other team was packing his stuff when he got there. Like, all right, we get these three guys out, and we're just gonna, going home, So, those are my three. Those are my two. Because Triple Crowns are important to me. So, thinking about that statistically, and Scheme's going to get a chance to win his Rookie of the Year award. So he'll have another chance at the Cy Young. Maybe he'll tell the Pirates to not limit what he's doing, or his agent, or whoever the hell had him stop pitching before the season was over. Right? We just can't. We're not. We gotta go to the end.
Gotcha. D-Dog, what you got on this one? And I'll get mine.
I know you guys said not to, I said it, regular season only, but when I got put on to Skubal, I seen him late in the season, and then when I watched him when he was when he got in the playoffs with the Tigers, and my God, I mean, this dude is a dog. He's a dog, man. But I like him. Manuel Clase was good for the Indians too. The Guardians, excuse me. Seth Lugo been around for a while, right? How long? He's 34 years old. Lugo
he's been around for a minute, but he won Triple Crown, man.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
and that's just my thing.
Yeah, I mean, you baseball purist, DA. Yeah. If I had to, that was the National League, right? And then we got skiing. No, that was the American League, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Skeens is the National League. Excuse me.
You're getting Skeens is with the Pirates. I like Skeens too. Skeens he's been from beginning to end. He's been on point. So, very hard to bet against this guy. And his number says what 11-3 with the 1.96 ERA. I mean, this guy's tough too. So I like Skeens, but National League, Cy Young, and to be a fan, I'm gonna go with Skubal. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to pick in the National League. I'm down with the Triple Crown, so I'm gonna give it to Sale. And then in the American League, I like Clase was automatic the whole time. The whole time this year he was automatic. Skubal was nice, and like DA said, he was on they actually, the Tigers, they were sellers, and some of those selling points actually came out to where they was able to.
They kind of paid off on them when they did, and they got right. They got right at the right time, which is crazy because sometimes it don't happen like that. But I'm sorry.
No, so that's what I'm going to put Clase over Lugo and Skubal though. Shout out to Skubal though. He was. Well, wait a minute. No, I'm just having. I just said the Triple Crown. I'm going to pick Skubal though. I said Clase.
No such thing as halfway nerds. Scared to look. You shook. Ain't no such thing as halfway nerds.
You shook, moderator?
Yeah, he said, I like the Triple Crown, but it's also like a knuckle curveball. So
yeah, it definitely was. So if I had a vote, I would probably take Skubal. I'll take Skubal as my So
you taking Sales and Skubal? I'm taking Skeens and Skubal. DA, you taking
Clase and
Skubal.
Okay. Let's move on to the National League Rookie of the Year Awards, which is called the Jackie Robinson Rookie of the Year Awards. You got Jackson Trujillo with the Brewers. You got Jackson Merrill of the Padres. You got Paul Skeens of the Pirates. I don't think there's no the other guys was great. I think Paul Skeens is hands down the Rookie of the Year in the National League. Fellas?
Agreed.
Yeah, there's no need to even talk about it. Yeah.
Then we move on to the American League. You got Jackie Robinson, Rookie of the Year for the American League. You have Colton Cowser. You have Lewis Gill and Austin Wells. I'm a Yankee fan, but you know what? This award's got to go to there's two Yankees in there. And Cowser, he's got to win this. Although he's struggling his first taste of major leagues in 2023, he actually got caught up last year, right? Cowser came out the gate hot at the plate in 2024, producing an average of 3.303, 372, 632 slugging. Last night with 6 homers over the first month of the season. He finished with 24 home runs, tying Merrill for the most by a rookie this season and led AL rookies with a 123 OPS to help the Orioles reach the postseason for the second consecutive year. And then you have right here the pitcher Lewis Gill for the Yankees. Though he had a cup of coffee in the bigs in 21-22, which he had, Gill fully burst into the baseball consciousness in May when he pitched an incredible .70 ERA over 6 starts and struck out 44 while walking 12. Opponents hit just 109 against him that month, and he vaulted into early AL rookie contention. And then you have Austin Wells, the Yankees catcher, with the mustache back from the 70s, and 13 of those 29 Gill. His fellow rookie, well, they had the facial hair policy, man. Yankees, man. It's 2024, man. Change that policy, bro. Stop it.
Yeah. Thurman Munson had a mustache, man. You can have that. You can't have that on your chin. It
took Wells some time to get going at the disc, but from June 5th through the end of August, Wells hit 294 with 3.85 and 533 slugging percentage with 11 homers and 59 games behind the plate. He finished third among qualified catchers in framing runs, 12, and also above average with 4 blocks above average. So I'm going with Cowser. That's a no-no right there.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
D-Dubs?
I mean, like I said, coming out the gate hot. He had he struggled early, but I think he's more of a contributor to the Orioles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe not so much so, this year, but they did have a good record, 91-71, just a tad bit short. So, look out for that kid. I think he's going to be great, or, if not great, good, just on the up and up. So.
Let's go to the manager of the year award. Internationally, you got Carlos Mendoza for the Mets. You got Pat Murphy for the Brewers, and you got Mike Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, kid.
Slitch won't liquor, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay. I'm going, man. I like Mendoza. I mean, for what the Mets did this year,
I agree.
By far, bro. I mean, the Mets look like a piece of shit. They didn't look like they didn't look really well.
Sunday morning.
I didn't have, and then what was it, Kev? What started it? The Grimace effect, or something else happened with the Mets?
Grimace and the hot tour girl, all that stuff.
Yeah, something happened, and they responded. Something I don't know if it's the Grimace or the coach, but Mendoza's going to get all the credit for this one. I'm going to give it to Mendoza.
Yeah,
go ahead. I agree. I was going to say the Mets had some real bad swoons during the season, and to pull them out of that, of course, players play, managers manage, but in baseball, the manager or coach probably has as much impact on games
absolutely
as any other sport by the moves that are made.
Making right moves.
I think that he made the right moves, right? So that when they were cold, he got them hot. He did lineup changes. He moved dudes up and down the lineup, sat different dudes, put pitchers in for an inning here, an inning there, to just try to eke out games, So, and he also manipulated that lineup to ensure that guys got pitches to hit. So he showed that he knew the game in a hostile environment, which is New York City. But you're never going to, as long as I'm 55 years old, so as long as I was old enough to read papers, managers in New York used to get it. So, yeah, he probably got it this year for everything that went wrong. But he should be the manager of the year internationally.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Social media was definitely tearing up in the age of social. So you don't even get it from not just only the beat reporters and beat writers, but social media now in this world that we live in now is definitely brutal and definitely with the memes and all that. So yeah, I'm riding with Mendoza. He did a remarkable job. Whether you think it was the Hot Tour Girl or Grimace or that OMG song that they started singing.
That's homeboy. What's his name?
We can't play it.
No. I don't want you to play, but he was in and out of MLB, Major League Baseball, and got his opportunity, got the shot with the Mets. He was with some other team. I forget what team he was with. And then this guy can actually sing the songs, make some music, and then OMG went hot as the Mets got hot.
Jose Iglesias Candelita performs live.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
shout out to the Mets for
as long as
they
they
had a
didn't
great
have
season.
As long as they didn't have the hot tour girl performing live, we're all good. See, there you go.
Well,
Threw out the first pitch, and I think that was a lot. That was a last straw for a lot.
Hey, D, we don't know. We don't have
know.
these.
Let's
We
go
don't
next.
have. We don't know. But
yeah,
we'll go on. We'll move on. Moving right along.
So let me go with the finalists in the American League. I think this is a no-brainer. You got AJ Hinch, you got Matt Quatraro with the Royals, and then you got Stephen Voigt with the Guardians. I'm going with AJ Hinch, man. And I told you the Tigers were the best team in baseball from the beginning of April. Beginning of August down the stretch. How they turned things around. So AJ Hinch.
What the hell that was?
They
had single-digit losses like at the end. Like it was like 30-something and 8. I was like, what the is going on here? So yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I can agree as well, because I mean, the Guardian, Stephen, what's his name? How you say it? Voigt?
Yeah, Voigt. Yeah,
did a tremendous job with this young Cleveland Guardians team as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not mad if he gets it either.
Okay.
I mean, I think this is going to be a tough one. I don't think it's easy, because these both from Matt, what's his name, Quatraro for the Royals. These guys did very good jobs, man. So it's kind of hard for me. But if I had to pick, man, the Tigers did. Yeah, I mean, Tigers win. I mean, what happened with this team, the selling of players and getting players back, and I mean, they ran into a hot Yankee team at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, AJ Hinch, I'm cool with that. Definitely cool with that.
Yeah, I'm riding die with that, man. So that's what we want to talk about on this past Thursday. But like I said, time got away from us, and we don't like to go past 90 minutes unless it's just absolutely necessary. And we had a little bit of time in doing this right before football starts. Because according to D-Dubs, there's only one game to watch today. What's the game?
1 o'clock. The only game you want to watch today is the Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Oh, Steelers. I'm sorry.
Buffalo Bills plays the Chiefs, right?
No, or the Buffalo
Chiefs.
Bills.
That's the 4 o'clock. That's the Chiefs and Bills.
Ain't that on TV? That's not on NBC.
I think that's the
NBC. 4 o'clock. Hold on. Let me do this real quick.
Yeah. So as we try to pull that up here, I'll pull this.
Nonetheless, Kev, we could pull it up, because nonetheless, there's only one game at 1 o'clock. So let me just tell you, folks.
Got the game scrolling down here as you do that. Go ahead.
Yeah. There's only one game at 1 o'clock, and that's the Ravens. Ravens played the Steelers today at 1 o'clock. We got the Chiefs and Bills at 4:25 today. The 8 o'clock game is the Bengals and Chargers. No, that can't be.
Lord.
That can't.
I don't know why you ain't flex out of that. Flex.
Yeah, well, 8:20 tonight. That is going to be the Bengals and Chargers, and and then we got the Texans and the Cowboys on Monday night at 8:15. So, with that being said, Falcons, Broncos, we can skip. Seahawks, Niners. Niners should win. Patriots, Rams should win that one. Jaguars, Lions. That should be a blowout for the Lions. Vikings, Titans. Vikings, of course, and if you care to watch the Browns and Saints, the Colts and Jets, I don't have no interest in neither one. The Raiders and Dolphins, no interest.
Just mean your wife ain't talking to you. So you can watch
Well, wifey went out, so that seemed like nap time. Or if you got anything to catch up on, if you got anything to catch up on, this is the time is to catch up on it right now. But that's your games for this week. Not too many good ones. Packers and Bears, you might those markets might consider that a good game but Bears is not that great.
Yeah, D-Dubs wasn't on Thursday, so he's giving his I'm
sorry, folks. Yeah, and for the Giants, that's a win because they're not playing at all today, so they got the bye. So it's great if you're a Giants fan.
They can always lose a few points in the standings.
Yeah,
be down a half a game with somebody, which is a half game.
True.
But let me ask. I do want to say one thing real quick, and this kind of goes back to what Kevin said earlier. There is no reason, and this is part of baseball's problem, why, so Shohei, listen, the reality is, I understand they got him in the MVP thing for a reason, but there is an individual outstanding, as Kevin said, DH award, right? So, if that's what the position you play, that's all you should be able to get.
Yeah.
Just like the reliever of the year, right? Why are we putting you in the Cy Young when you're already going to win the reliever of the year, right? So another pitcher can be pushed up into the Cy Young, and another player can be pushed up into the MVP race because, that is essentially for players that play all the time. They play field, not all the time. They play field and they bat. They play defense and offense. That's what the MVP was for. And if we went back a few years and before the National League had a DH, he would have had to be doing something else, right? Outfield, left field, something to be even garnered for or in contention. I apologize for an MVP award. And I got nothing against Shohei because I think he's
No, me neither.
No, and I hate that we have to keep on
Qualifying.
putting this disclaimer that it's nothing against him. No, it's just it is what it is. It's nothing, and I think we try to do our best to be like, this is not because this word you hate. I'm so sick of it.
Yeah, me too.
And it's nothing about hating. It's just about what we seeing and what we factually putting together. Go ahead, D.A. I'm sorry.
So the one thing I am happy about is there are no Yankees on the Gold Glove Awards, because if there was, that award
and it shouldn't be. And it shouldn't be coming from Yankee fans. So this is how you know.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Not one, not two.
Shouldn't be.
Not
aluminum foil glove awards go to the Yankees.
Yeah.
So let us move on. We're probably not going to spend a lot of time on this. This is from ESPN, and this is from Andreas Hale. He says this: Jake Paul defeated Mike Tyson by unanimous decision in the 8-round heavyweight match at at&t Stadium in Arlington, Texas on Friday. All three judges scored the fight.
Jerry.
For Paul, 80-72, 79-73, and 79-73. The fight, sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulations, was contested at 2-minute rounds, and both fighters wore 14-ounce gloves instead of the regular 10-ounce gloves for heavyweight fights. Tyson, 58, and Paul, 27. The U2 turned boxer were scheduled to meet on July 20th, but the fight was postponed after Tyson received medical attention during a flight from Miami to LA in May after an ulcer flare up. Tyson, 50-7, 44 KOs, became the youngest heavyweight champion at age 20 in 1986. And a year later, he was unified all three major belts to become the undisputed champion. He made 6 defenses of the 3 belts until losing at a historic upset to James Buster Douglas by the 10th round KO in February 1990 in Tokyo, Japan. Paul, 11-1. 7 started his boxing career in 2020 with 6 consecutive victories, fighting mostly against former MMA fighters. Paul's only loss came against Tommy Fury in February of 2023, but he has won his last 5 straight fights. I give it to the boxing guys. Y'all take it away.
Do you want to go?
Good. Yeah, I'll go. Look, man. I do not usually comment on WWF, AWE, NWA, Harley Race, Ric Flair stuff. Though they are athletes, that is purely entertainment because the outcome is already there before they start, and everybody walks off to the bank with somebody's money. That said, Mr. Tyson, and I'm letting you know, you are number 2 on my list, man. In my lifetime, that I actually saw a lot of. I saw Muhammad Ali, but I was a kid, and that's a different story. But I have a belief, man, because if I can watch the White Mamba go all over the country as a dude that didn't play with the Celtics and beat everybody's butt that he's played, whether they were a college player, all-star, street legend. He goes all over the country and does this because he's a professional, and you learn things that other people don't know. There is no way on God's green earth you take what Custom Model taught and lose to this guy. I just don't believe that. So if that is the truth and this was a straight up and down, fair thing, then brother, this is the way you should ride off into the sunlight. And if it wasn't, shame on you, because a lot of people put a lot into you to make, to help you become Mike Tyson. And you probably forgot more than what Jake Paul knows. So, I don't pay attention to things like this. I'm out. I'm done.
D-Dubs, go ahead. What you got?
Oh, yo, man, let me just say this, man. I'm extremely disappointed with where the state of boxing is at, that we have these type of things going on. I'm disappointed for Mike Tyson, because I don't feel that his legacy did not have to go this route. He's still the baddest man on the planet in most people's eyes. And with this event that happened on Friday night was an absolute disgrace. Just it was disgraceful for me to see him to do that. And, it just felt bad. It felt bad, and I think a lot of people that I talked to, kind of felt the same way. As far as Jake Paul, whatever, kudos to you. I mean, y'all was able to pack out Jerry's World with 72,000 people. You know what I'm saying? So you got something right with this YouTube boxing thing. However, you are not a real boxer in my eyes, because you to be a real boxer, to me, you have to go over, get and fight real boxers, not handpick these celebrity guys who just want to get a paycheck. And that's what it is. You guys are celebrity boxers. You're not, you YouTube boxers. It's not real boxing to me. As although you do train, and I respect you for going in and training, because it takes a lot of work to train and do that stuff. So, even wrestling is choreography. How you say that word? Choreography.
Yes.
Choreographed.
Choreographed. Thank you. It's choreographed. You know what I'm saying? So there's, like DA said, there's an outcome at the, Vince McMahon is in the back checking the boxes. You go and win tonight. Blah blah blah. You give a good show. You guys, they go out there and give a tremendous performance. Now, when I was smaller, wrestling used to be great performances. Now, not so much so. This is what we had on Friday night. Although two boxers, one is 58, the other one's 27. I don't know what you thought you was going to get. What did you think we was going to get out of this?
Like Jake Paul, if you bout it, right? Fight Deontay Wilder. And Wilder's not a good boxer. He doesn't box.
Right. I thought about that, D. I said the same thing. I said, if you really want to box somebody, go fight Deontay Wilder, who's on the back nine.
Yeah, he's on the back last leg. Yeah, man.
Literally on on his last legs.
He's sitting right there on the back nine. He's in the 18th hole in the chair.
If you want to do something, fight him. Fight somebody, you know what I'm saying? That's what I would suggest. But I'm just mad. I'm not even mad. I'm just I don't like the way Mike and Mike got paid. He got paid. I don't know what there's other things I've seen with because I try to look up the stipulations. I seen something on Instagram. I think Kevin, you sent it to me. I don't know how true this is. I was trying to do some research, and the only thing I seen
I got it scrolling down the bottom.
Yeah. Only thing I did see, they from other news reporting this, was just the three rules, which was the 14-ounce gloves, the 2-minute rounds, and something else, and that was all that they really went into.
Michael deducted $50,000 for every counterpunch.
Yeah, and
If you
again,
hit
D,
him back,
I,
if you hit him back,
I
that's on
yeah,
you.
I seen that and I said I said that sounds crazy, but there's again another new knockout clause or whatever the case is. I couldn't confirm that, so I'm not going. I'm just going to throw it out there that this is what was being said, but I can't confirm that was the case. But yeah, man, it was bad to me. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad there was no extra charges by Netflix. And Netflix, y'all better get y'all shit together. If y'all think y'all have me on Thanksgiving or Christmas and y'all buffering, your shit is buffering,
Yeah.
or
And we got good internet.
the microphone's not working. They had old Vander Holyfield looking like he was 85 years old, couldn't hear, looking crazy. He couldn't hear nothing because the earpiece wasn't working, so he couldn't hear.
What
Yeah.
said?
So they asking him questions. He don't know what the hell is going on, and look crazy. So Netflix. I mean, but overall, the event Netflix put on was pretty good. They just got to clean some things up. Hopefully, they'll get that cleaned up by the time the NFL rolls around, and because we shouldn't be having no buffering during live events. You should be having all that taken care of. But other than
all
that,
the bread y'all got, come on.
Yeah. Other than that, I will not be supporting no more of these YouTube fighting bullshit. I just can't. I can't do it. I'm not going to waste my time because that's what I did on Friday night. I had time and I wasted it. I should have went to sleep. That's what I should have did. And and woke up the next day and watched it. But it was an event. We thought it was going to be something, and it really wasn't. So they go to the bank laughing with it was a poor performance because it wasn't a great performance. So I don't know what this guy, he's of course he's going to beat his chest because the people he packed out the house. So that's about it. Other than that, I'm going to move on from this one because again, it wasn't nothing, and go to the Jon Jones fight that was last night.
Let me just say before you go, like you said, you gave the disclaimer about the rules. I had the stipulations at the bottom. That was from a Instagram post, Tricky Daddy Dollars. We like to give the content creator their due and their credit. The link will be in the description. But he had all those stipulations where, and like D-Dub said, I couldn't confirm any, but that's what he came up with. The only thing they had was the 2 minute timer for the fight for the
2 minute rounds.
2 minute rounds and the gloves. Like we said earlier, they box them with pillow fight basically. And yeah, but this is the world of the internet, man, right? So people can be who they want to be, be all you can be. And then we're not talking about the army. And this is what Jake Paul's doing and he's pulling off. And like you said, if he really wants to up his cachet, hey, fight somebody like Wilder, who's still actively fighting. Mike Tyson. I'm with DA, man. DA is the conspiracy theorist here, but I'm with DA, man. You don't lose that. You don't lose that. You don't lose none of that stuff. When you know what you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Stop it, man.
I'm watching the fight, and any boxing fan would tell you this guy's not a boxer. He drops not one hand. This fool drops. He throws a punch and drops both hands. All the time.
All the time.
Mike is supposed to hit him with that left hook 3 times. That I've seen him hit people with before, and he didn't pull the trigger on it. And I know for a fact, when you box that long, punches are reflexes. Sometimes 100%. They just happen because your eyes see the opportunity. You see the drop hand, and you just swing. Bow. Don't even think about it. The fact that he didn't do it meant that he told himself not to do it. That's all that is. No more, no less. But again, I don't know what's going on with Mike. Still got a lot of love for that dude. And the reality is, float on, brother. And Jon Jones is still the best of his game.
Let me read this real quick. Yes.
Kick the homeboy last night was.
Hold on, D.
That was real.
Let me read this. And this is from New York, from Brett Okamoto from ESPN. And this fight, Jon Jones looked exceptional as ever Saturday night, knocking out Stipe Miocic with a big spinning back kick in the 3rd round of their heavyweight champion fight at UFC 309 inside Madison Square Garden. And now with that matter settled, The fight will eagerly wait its heavyweight title unification bout. Jones 28-1 dominated Miocic, who's 25 en route to a TKO victory at 4:29 of the round. The matchup was originally scheduled to take place in November 2023, but Jones pulled out with a torn pectoral muscle leading up to Saturday. Much of the pre-fight talk was about whether Jones would face interim champion Tom Aspinall if he won. So it looks like it's set up for that. After defeating Miocic, Jones made it clear he is open to the challenge. I've decided maybe I will not retire, Jones said, adding that he will have conversations with UFC CEO Dana White and Chief Business Officer Hunter Campbell. We'll negotiate if everything goes right. Maybe we'll give you guys what you want to see. Y'all listen to y'all pay attention with that, what I just said. I'm gonna say it again. If everything goes right, maybe we'll give you guys what you want to see, and I'll let the boxing dudes talk about it. Well, go ahead. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. I set that up for the boxing guys. Go ahead.
Well, that's what boxing is about. You're supposed to give the fans what they need to see. This is why if you want to be philosophical about boxing, why they have a champion and then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so they can always tell who's the next big fight supposed to be, right? Because the number one contender, you fight that guy, and that's what happens. It's not a choice.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a choice game. But when people were saying, "Oh, me included, yo, boxing needs like a Dana White, one dude in charge of all the matchmaking and da. Now we see Dana White's on the take too, right? Because if you got a champion and an interim champion, that's the next fight.
Period. And now we'll see, man.
Which is
give me
cool.
the money,
Which is called a ranking system, D.
Yeah, well, that's what we said. You got number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The ranking system. So you're supposed to follow the pecking order. I don't understand. Now we allow people to choose who the hell they want to fight.
Yeah, maybe we get the fans what the fuck. Well, listen. So you're telling me maybe you'll give the fans what they want, but the fans sure enough gave UFC what y'all wanted for this last card last night. Pay-per-view, people paid money to watch that event. So they gave you what you wanted. Aren't you supposed to reciprocate in kind? I don't know. This is foolishness, man.
It would be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice.
But let me get back to this Jon Jones. Last night, Stipe was slow. He's 42, I think 42, 43 years old. He was kind of slow. And like I said, I looked at that kick Jones gave him.
Devastating.
It was so devastating and debilitating to the dude. The dude went down like a heap of bricks, and it was over, man. And Jon Jones remains, the best of the best. Again, he made reference to fighting and not retiring, and he made reference to picking another opponent, maybe that's in his same age range, and
old guy fights.
Yeah. So why he's not really looking to fighting somebody who's going to be younger and a couple of pounds heavier than he is, and
he don't fight the guy. No, he wasn't part of that.
So this is why it's hard, man. That's why the game is changed on boxing, and I wish Ryan was here. I could get his pick his brain, because he's more heavy into that the MMA a little bit.
Jon Jones don't want to fight nobody African in the heavyweights. You African heavyweight, he's like, oh no, where you from? Nope, he's off my list. But there's two cats there's maybe 2 or 3 cats that are heavy hitters.
Mm-hmm.
Big boys, and you know what? Listen, man, if they're not going to make you fight them, then you're not going to fight them. So why put out hope? Sometimes I think they just need to retire dudes. But if UFC wasn't in such dire straits because they don't really have any stars anymore, because Connor's not there and this one's not there, they wouldn't put up with this. And I love Jon Jones with even all his outside the ring stuff, man. All outside the octagon, whatever you want to say. I love that dude. He's great at what he does.
Definitely.
But they just need to rock his chair his ass out. Like, all right, dog, you're good. Because you're not any good for the sport. You're good for people's pockets.
Let me see.
You're not good for the sport.
That was his first fight back in quite some time, if I'm not mistaken.
Not good for the sport. Good for people's pockets.
Need to be active. So.
Or be gone.
Oh, but you're talking about ageism.
Yep.
We just wanted to talk some baseball this morning. Baseball awards, the fight with Tyson and your man.
He got hurt. That's why he was. He hasn't been.
Between Tyson and Paul and Jon Jones.
Got hurt by what?
He had a pectoral
surgery. He had surgery.
Yeah. That's why they canceled the fight last year.
Oh, you're talking about Jon Jones. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant that Mike Tyson got hurt. I'm like, got hurt by what?
Oh, no.
14-ounce gloves? He didn't get hurt by shit.
No, not by the 14 ounce.
Like a baby. He slept like a 60-year-old man.
Yeah.
He might have been sleeping by the end of the fight.
But that Jon Jones kick, in the words, if Walt Clyde Frazier was calling it, it was devastating and penetrating, and it was something else, man. You had to see it was a good kick, man. But listen, we ain't gonna belabor the point. We're gonna get on out of here. On behalf of myself, I'm Kevin O'Warren, your host and moderator for D-Dubs and the DA for the rest of the crew, man. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers podcast, man. Y'all be good, be great. Hey, enjoy your Sunday football. And, yo, we'll be at it tomorrow to talk about the Monday Night Blitz for the Sunday games for the NFL and for college, man. Couple of wins. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Y'all be good. Peace.
Anarchy.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.